Get that early morning run in. There you go. Good Wednesday morning. Welcome back to Breakfast Television. Devo Brown here with you. And manifestation is the art of bringing your deepest desires into physical reality through the power of your thoughts, beliefs, and emotions. Joining us now is manifestation and success coach Kathleen Cameron to help you live your best life. We'll manifest it. Good morning.
Good morning. So happy to be here again.
Happy to have you back. And let's just talk about it. Where do we even begin with this? Because I was telling you, I'm like, I don't think I do it intentionally, but unintentionally, probably.
Yeah, and intentionality and manifestation is the key. Trust me. Everything I write down, I have manifested. The big, the small, the insane things that's come in. And so I think about like a garden analogy. So before you plant your garden, you plan it out and you decide, what do I want? So it's kind of like the vision board of your life. So I always say, like, what are the seeds that you are planting? If you want this big life, who do you need to be? Like seeds of consistency and discipline and empowerment and confidence. And that way you know exactly what that garden's going to look like at that end result.
Okay, so let's get to these phases that you talk about within this garden and this growth.
Yeah. So after you've planted the seeds, we must nurture them. So this is where your thinking is so important. What are the thoughts? What are the ways you're showing up every single day? What's that consistency? Then there's the gestation phase. So this is where we lose people in the gestation phase. They're like, I don't see it. But there's so much happening under the soil. It's just waiting to come up. And then finally the receiving phase. So this is the harvest. This is where the flowers bloom, the vegetables are there. And that's when you actually observe all of your manifestations that you planted.
Very interesting. Okay, what about roadblocks? Because you said some people, you lose them and people, they get discouraged pretty quickly if things aren't happening at a certain pace.
Faith is the #1 thing in the manifestation process. It is like the elixir that makes it all so powerful. If you believe in something, that belief will literally create the fact. And so that's where you've got to work within yourself of what do I want and how willing am I to believe that it's possible for me and hold that image.
Okay, you mentioned it right there too. So kind of almost going back to the planting phase, that start. What do I want? How am I approaching this now? What do you suggest for everybody?
The biggest thing is to ask, what do you really want out of life? What is that best case scenario? If any and all things are possible, what would you really love?
Okay, if somebody's like, hey, I just want to be a billionaire, is that, you're looking at me with all serious intent right now. You're saying that's not even far off. But if that's what they're like, you got to be realistic about it, no?
No, I expect miracles and I believe in the unrealistic. I'm a former registered nurse that has built a $32 million business that all started in my mind. And so I don't think the goal or the wish or the dream to be a billionaire is crazy at all. I actually think it's 100% possible.
And what do you say to people that are skeptical, saying, okay, you know, it's yes, you might have had these ideas, but you have to do certain choices and things like that. What do you say to people that are skeptical about this?
Yeah, well, the skepticism is going to keep you from it. And so that's going back to that faith of if you could have anything, what would you love? And stick with it. And it works, trust me.
I want to go back to this company of yours.
Yeah.
So you were a registered nurse.
Yes.
And you decided, this is not what I'm going to do anymore.
Yeah.
And you manifested to where you got here. So what was your process?
Yeah. My process was literally to sit down and to write it all out. What is that ideal life for myself? What would I love to experience? The travel, the financial gain, the impact on people in the world. And I am more focused upon impact than I am over profit, which is a very powerful place to be. And I started to believe in myself. I believe that I can impact the world, so that I am meant to do this work. And I think I'm worthy now. From a woman who never believed she was, that worthiness changed everything for me. So it's all going within and just elevating yourself.
I love that, because even if someone is skeptical, when you get to that receiving phase that you're talking about and you see what the final kind of end result is, it's beautiful. It's a wonderful thing.
Yeah, and I always say, like, I'm proof of what's possible for you. And I think the reason why I've experienced this mythical life almost in the past 4 years is to show people that if you dream big, you can really have anything you want.
I'm enjoying the energy. I appreciate it, Kathleen. Where can people find more information?
Instagram, obviously, Kathleen Cameron Manifests, and I have a beautiful YouTube channel people are absolutely loving, so you can check that out too.
Well, congrats on all your success, and thank you for coming in again this morning.
Thank you.
Appreciate it.